Like, dang, chill. Sometimes I don't want to be happy,
Well, I
you
mean,
know?
Lum is technically happy all the time.
No. She gets angry. She gets sad.
Yeah, but the only reason she gets sad is because Ataru makes her.
What I call a
She's
good
always
character.
happy just being next to him.
Yeah, but that's fine. But like, she gets angry and sad, and all those other emotions that are make you unique as a human being, make you multifaceted, and that's why.
But
Yeah,
my
but
argument
tsunderes
isn't.
aren't honest with their feelings,
Yeah,
and I like
One day,
honesty.
that's fine. Just one day, they will envelop and be like, "Yes, I accept you."
Wait. Oh, you think so? I
Right?
don't know. Can you give an example of a tsundere that turned a new leaf? Once at tsundere, always at tsundere.
Nah, son.
technically Nino from Quintessential Quintuplets.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, technically,
That.
kinda
Oh.
in a way.
Let's see.
I want to say Asuna as well.
Yeah, Asuna was. She was cool.
Because
yeah.
Asuna was like a tsundere. And then
Character development. Another reason why SAO is one of the best animes ever.
10 out of 10 masterpiece. I don't care what
that
anyone
reminds me,
says.
we gotta.
So you
are
accept
we talking about
tsunderes?
SAO this week? Are we talking about SAO?
No.
Oh shoot, yeah,
Fuck
the
no.
10th
No.
anniversary is coming
No.
up.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
No. We'll talk about it some
No.
other podcast.
Okay, we
one
won't
where
talk about
Cesar
it.
isn't here. One where Cesar isn't here to like interrupt us. And this is Joey and me.
Replace me with Chastron. I want to see how Chastron takes it all.
Just enjoy. So welcome to the SAO podcast.
What's SAO? Is that like another type of car or something?
No, you can think of it like that. Just think of it as the
Is
Bugatti of the anime world.
Is SAO the stuff that soy boys eat? Soy.
No, it's the stuff that the soy men eat.
Boy, man. What?
Soy chads.
You know, it's also tsundere, Revy from Black Lagoon, and Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop, Boo from Samurai Champloo, and that girl with the glasses from Space Sandy. I got her name. And Bulma, to an extent, I guess. Oh, and Videl. Videl from Dragon Ball. She's a tsundere. Gohan's wife. Yeah, definitely.
Johan.
Also, I think also Tamaki from Fire Force, and Winry from Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh yeah, also Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Wait, why are we naming off characters again?
Tsunderes.
Oh, it's
The
tsundere.
Caesar's going down his list of tsunderes.
Oh, okay.
Tsunderes. Oh yeah. Wait, that's not. Also Sakura from Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. Yes.
No, I see it.
Also, my Sakurajima from Bunito Senpai.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Irina Nakari from Food Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's my list. There could
Oh
be more.
darn. Yeah, do more.
What?
No,
I'll
that'd be
continue
funny
it
if we
off
just
that.
the whole podcast is just like it's listing off of the tsundere characters. It's just an hour and a half of yeah, and Tamaki from Fire Force, and then
Is that bad? I mean,
no, it's not bad. I think it's funny.
that's the stuff that people want to hear about.
Exactly.
They want to talk about weed trash and what they want. Weed trash.
Caesar's the fan service of the podcast.
I am. Yeah.
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 And
you are.
every time you name a character, I'm gonna insert like a lewd image of them in the video.
That's a lot of it.
Yep.
You know what? I dare you to do. You know, like
No, I won't because I value
Dang
the
it.
reputation of our brand.
Tasteful.
No,
tasteful
you know what you
sti-
should do? You should put the
Joey should do. Joey should do like screenshots. Watch all the animes I listed. Like just watch the clips and like okay, and then like screenshot it, put in the podcast.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, but like, I could also like go to another level, you know, bring it to another level.
I was gonna say put like sauce codes.
Yeah.
Just like, but make it so it's
I
like,
could make it like a game, so it's like hidden somewhere.
or I was gonna say like it just appears and then quickly disappears or something like a flash.
Yeah. It's also like an hidden, like, you know, like where's Waldo, but like where's the sauce?
Yeah.
Yes, that website's the best. The hentai website of the world.
No, I feel like I'd get in trouble, but maybe, I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm saying that because Danny said it was like, oh yeah, give him the source code. That's what the thing came from. And hentai.
Yeah.
Did it?
Well, yeah, you can literally put in a code until it'll literally show you the manga hentai that'll show up for that specific code.
No. I'm only familiar with the Forbidden Green website. I didn't know N hentai was a thing.
Yes, they have everything. They have all the manga H. And I think they also have that one with the one famous one with the girl with the glasses. I think it's also there too.
Wow.
Many
oh, the girl with the Metamorphasis.
Yeah. I see that you are a veteran user of this website.
The code for that one, I think, is like 177013, I think.
Do you memorize
the code?
I think it's 170013 or 177013. I can't remember. It's one of those two. Because I read the thing in high school. I read the entire thing.
Yeah, you put like a puzzle or some kind of cipher in the video for them to figure out.
Because the thing is,
like one or two.
One of the guys that I used to be friends with during high school, he jokingly put out like a panel, like one of like the comic panels, whatever they're called, of like the girl's face and all that. And then out of curiosity, I was like, okay, where's that from? And then he told me, he's like, no, believe me, you do not want to read this. And so I decided, like, you know what? Yes, I do. I do want to read it.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. So, and then he gave me the code, the link as well. He gave me the link as well, and I looked it up. I read through it from beginning to end, and I regret it.
That day,
I regret it.
That day, Danny went from Zoomer to Doomer.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? You became a Doomer that day.
Well, what's the Doomer supposed to be?
Both of you read this one, right?
Yeah, so my friend who sent me the link, I believe he read it, and I read it. I read the entire thing.
I read like 10, 15, 20 pages. I didn't have the patience. Too long. It's like
it's pretty. It's depressing.
Like, I think it's like isn't it like 1,000 pages or 500 pages?
I don't think it was that long because I was able to finish it.
It was very long. I didn't have the patience, but I know what happens. I know the contents.
So you're just like, I don't want to read. Why don't they just adapt this into an anime?
I mean, yes.
I think they are going to.
Real?
They might. I think so because I've just been. I remember seeing a couple of posts on Instagram saying that they might adapt the Metamorphasis hentai manga into an actual anime or something.
Do you think this is hentai adaptation will be the best one of them all?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to be you're gonna need a strong stomach in order to watch that, in my opinion at least.
I wonder how censored it's gonna be in the anime.
I didn't watch Redo. I mean, how bad can it be, right?
I have not watched Redo, but I do want to watch it. For some reason, I want to watch it.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I gave it an 8. It was like, you gave it an 8? Fucking weirdo.
He was like, yeah, I know Cesar would give it an 8. I know he's into that kind of stuff.
I liked it. It felt different. I was like,
right here.
Cesar knows what he likes. He knows what he likes.
Cesar,
I don't remember what I rated it.
It felt very different. I was like, finally a different kind of fantasy. You know, different kind of fantasy story. Okay, and that's why I liked it. It felt like I've never seen a story like it before. That's why.
All I know about Redo of Healer is apparently it's like the main male character gets bullied, but then he comes back with magic or something, and he gets his revenge.
Yes, he does come back.
He gets his revenge or something.
He does come back, and we don't behold.
Yes, he does. I remember too. I saw a meme on Instagram.
I wouldn't say bullied. Like I wouldn't say bullied. He gets tortured.
Yeah, he gets tortured.
What I remember, like I said, I saw a meme from Instagram. It was a like a little screenshot from redo of Healer. It was like a screenshot of the scene where the pink-haired girl is on her knees and or something, and then the guy is like, you have to choose either this rod or my rod or something.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I
I
remember
was
that.
like, damn, he's really into some kinky stuff.
Yeah.
Where's my season 2 out, man?
Like,
Where's
it
season 2?
sounds like he's the bad guy, but once you find out like what everybody did to him, it's like, okay, well now all morals are out of the window, and honestly, it's like you don't even care anymore.
Nothing is what it seems.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the FANdamentals podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and together I'm here with my co-host, Cesar.
Hey.
And Danny.
Konnichiwa.
Yes, konnichiwa indeed.
Yeah, I've never seen. Oh no, that's Crony's intro. That's when whenever she starts a stream, that's what she says. So I'm still here from her.
Konnichiwa.
You gotta say ara ara as well, you know.
Ara,
Ara ara.
Yeah,
It says ara ara ara.
Mm-hmm.
Ara ara.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Joey, what do you have in store for us?
Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about what we all did yesterday. And particularly Cesar, I feel, or Cesar went through something, and I kind of want him to explain what happened to him last night.
Right, let me explain it like Michael Pena from Ant-Man. So yeah, bruh, it was crazy yesterday. So I went to a party, and then like I drove home. It was like around 12 or so, 12:30, 12, and we were driving down the freeway. And behind us was we didn't notice until like the last second. It was like a smaller black car that drove into us like full force into the back. And
Were you on the highway?
Yeah, I was on the highway. And we got jostled. You know.
Like how fast were you? Like, was it like no traffic?
There was not that much traffic, but I was going 65 miles per hour, but I think he was.
Okay,
I think he was going even faster than that. Maybe like 70 or 80, or 80. And the first the impact caused it so that my car would have to like lost control, and we almost crashed into another car in front of us.
Dang. So you like started spinning out.
Not completely, but like a little bit, kind of. Yes.
So it was swerving basically.
Swerving, yes,
Yeah.
but luckily the car in front of us had the quick reaction time to speed away out of there. So we just swerved to the side of the road where you can like stop, you know, on the freeway.
Yeah.
And and like I was like smelling like something like burning. Like I'm like, what is that smell? Why is it burning? And like I turn off the car, and like nah, it's not the car's fault. Like what was burning, I think it was like I think the impact was like the friction from like from behind, like because the impact, like from behind, crashed so hard from the back of our car that the whole bumper came off, and I left a bunch of holes in the back, and the person's car was completely destroyed, totaled, and out of operation. And
But your car was okay, basically.
Yeah, it was fine. I was worried because like I smell like smoke, but it wasn't. It was because of like the impact. It wasn't like something like under the cars or something. Luckily.
Yeah. So this is like post impact. You like smell something burning, and you're like, uh oh.
Yeah.
So what was the other guy like? Because your family was in there with you. Was your like dad pissed?
He was. He literally like ran off. He literally like he parked, and he like literally ran towards the car behind us, the one that crashed us.
Yeah. Do you know what the other guy had to say?
He was Latino, just like I, and he's talking in Spanish. And like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. He's like around my age, I guess, like 26, 25. And he was saying that he fell asleep at the wheel, and he was on his way to go to work for some construction job at like, I don't know, like 12, like 2 or 3 in the morning, I guess. And yeah, like his car was completely destroyed, and he tried like turn it on and like see if he can drive, but, like no, and it didn't work at
Yeah,
all.
totally
And
busted. Your tank of a vehicle just completely took him out.
yeah,
So when the police got to the scene, did they like drug test him or anything?
we didn't see that because like since we were like practically fine, we just like drove off. Like my dad had the grab the info off the guy, like, okay, give me
Okay, that's
your
good.
plates, give me your plates, give me your ID, blah blah blah. And yeah. There was no
Yeah.
injuries, I guess. Just more of a shock or fear, I guess.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's
we
good.
just drove off. We just drove off.
Yeah. Well, he was kind of stranded. He was like, "All right, well, see you later.
See ya.
We got all the info we wanted from you. Peace out."
And the car's like in perfect condition. It's just like
Okay.
the backside was like messed up.
Mhm. And you were able to like you called your insurance and everything, or however,
Yeah.
like their insurance,
Yeah.
whatever, to have them talk to each other.
Yeah. Gave it that, yeah. They called them. And yeah, they just made some picks. We got to make him like that. Give us estimation or something in the next few
Yeah.
days, I guess.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Hopefully you get a big payday, like more than enough to pay for whatever damage happened to your van.
Yeah, like I almost slipped out of my chair. Like if it weren't for like
Did everything
that I were
kind of go in slow mo, like when you got hit, like slow
Yeah.
motion?
honestly, yes.
Yeah,
It felt weird. It
Yeah.
felt like I felt like I was like frozen and like couldn't do anything.
hmm
It felt
Yeah,
like
it's
I
from
was
the
like
adrenaline.
stuck. I felt stuck. I was like, wait, what is? I was like, I could see it happening, but I couldn't do anything to like do anything about it, you know? And
Yeah.
like-
I haven't been in anything like any crazy car like accidents or anything, but there was just this one time when we were driving in my dad's truck, and all of a sudden you heard like a big pop noise, and then like everything just went like silent for like a long time, or at least to me it felt like a long time. And then the car in front of us just started swerving like crazy, and we
Why?
just dodged them.
oh, that's scary.
I would
but
assume that their tire maybe blew up or something.
yeah, that's
Like
what
they-
happened.
Oh yeah, yeah. Makes sense. We've had a few. It's not been my. I don't think it's been my first rodeo when it comes to car accidents. And I think about. I've had a few in the past as well. Besides that one, like
Okay.
I had this other old like back in the day, like around like 2011, 2012.
Oh yeah, the
we were
ancient
like-
days.
We were driving off, I think, to church. I think it was on a Sunday, and we were driving this like old truck, like old car, like like van or like a van. Yeah. And we just like the car like took a few blocks, like it drove a few blocks, like 2, 3 blocks, or like 5 blocks, and then we heard like a huge explosion in our car. Like we heard an explosion.
Dang.
And it was on a hot day, and my parents like to have the air conditioning on, and even the neighbors got outside and like, what was that? What? And like we saw like a huge white smoke cloud come out of the car, and like it exploded like so loud. It sounded like a bomb, and it turns out like when my dad checked, it was he opened the front of the car, the fronts of the car, like check the engine and stuff. What popped or like exploded was like that tank thing you store.
Oh, for the
I don't know if
oil?
it's like no, the water. I think for water or like for
the
like
coolant
the air.
reservoir.
I think it's that. It exploded like crazy. Like bro, I saw like so much smoke, and like it felt like I was watching like a geyser. I think it went out like as a geyser. Like wait, where the heck? Like I felt like I was at a like a Yellowstone National Park or something. That was scary though.
Did it smell like it was burning or something?
No, it didn't smell like burning. It's just a white gas, like
Interesting.
Water.
Was it?
The
you said-
mean,
oh, okay.
the coolant reservoirs don't really do that.
I don't know what it was like
Yeah,
a white
maybe
liquid.
they put something else in the coolant.
It might
No,
have
no, no,
been
it was
like,
like-
yeah,
I think it's
it
like
might have
the-
been a gasket or something.
Yeah, maybe,
Because
probably.
yeah, no, coolant reservoirs aren't supposed to do that. If they do that, then you might have put something in the reservoir other than coolant.
No,
Put the oil
Yeah.
in the
But
coolant.
yeah,
honestly, I think it might have been a gasket. But yeah, it was scary.
What about you, Danny? Have you had any like close calls when driving or anything crazy happened to you?
I can only really recall 2 times where I was driving, and actually, you know what? 3 times, I would say.
Okay.
3 times. Yesterday was one of them, actually, the 3rd time that I witnessed something crazy. So, but the first time, I have to say maybe back in 2016 or so, 2015, 2016, I was learning how to drive. My mom was teaching me, and we were at a, you know how the roads intersect and there's like the stoplights and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So the stoplight for my lane, or like the road that I was on, it was green, and I was just going about it, you know, following the speed limit, not doing anything anything that
Illegal?
would break the law or whatever, you know. And as soon as I cross that intersection and go to the other side, there's this huge crash that just goes on with the car that was behind me, and then the car on like on the road on the right side, you know, the on part of the lane where you go into to make a turn. So I don't know what that guy was thinking, but he decided to go and make the turn, even though the stoplight for him was red. So he ended up deciding to make the turn, and then the car behind me crashed into him, and
Oh dang!
that startled me. I was like shaking with adrenaline because I was like, oh my god, that could have been me, you know. And that experience kind of like traumatized me, and it made me not want to drive anymore. But I eventually got over it, and I do drive now, of course.
Yeah.
The second time that something almost happened to me, it was like a year or 2 later. I was at a church retreat, and I was driving back home on the freeway. The thing about church retreats that I hate is that, well, the church retreat was with like a bunch of teenagers, right? It was just a bunch of teenagers, and once the events all happen and whatnot, and it's nighttime, what typically these teenagers like to do is they like to stay up late, maybe play a board game, maybe, you know, just sit and talk and whatnot. And I was up with a couple of the teenagers, you know, just hanging out and whatnot, and I decided to go to sleep. I went to sleep at like 1 in the morning, and the rest of them decided to go to sleep at like 3 to 4 in the morning. That's
Okay.
the one thing I hate about church retreats, is because those people that attend those retreats typically like to stay up late, especially if they're like young teenagers. They like to stay up late and just hang
Makes
out and
sense.
whatnot. And so the next day, after the event was all over, I was driving back home on the freeway, and I was exhausted. I felt tired because I didn't get enough sleep the night before. And there was the semi-truck, you know, the big semi-trucks and all that. And I
Yeah.
almost swerved into one of them because I
Ooh.
was that tired. I was like,
Oh,
I was
no.
falling asleep at the wheel, just like what happened to Cesar. I was falling
Yeah.
asleep at the wheel, but when I felt that the car was like swerving to the side, I just jolted awake, and I was like, okay, all right, I need to focus a bit more in order to be able to make it home and not get into an accident and whatnot.
Yeah. Driving sleep deprived is definitely dangerous. I think
Yeah.
there's even some research that shows that it's almost the same as like driving under the influence when you're like super like tired and out of
Yeah,
it.
because you feel sleepy.
Yeah.
You feel dizzy. You don't feel like you're there
Slow
driving.
reaction times.
Yeah, just slow reaction times and all that. Like, to me, when and that's not the first time I've driven exhausted, tired and sleepy. There were plenty of other times, but the thing that I noticed is that like the world around me starts to get blurry, and it starts to like
Are you hallucinating?
like yeah, kind of in a way, like hallucinating, like colors start meshing and whatnot, and like it just gets really trippy, and I just like I'll slap myself awake or something in order to be able to because I don't want to get in a car crash.
So Jaskron's a trucker, so he used to do long haul, so he would have to stay up for long periods of time to deliver the goods in his truck. And he told me that one day he was so exhausted driving home that he started to see like all the stop signs and everything. They were like dancing. I think after that experience, he said he never wanted to do the long haul again, just because of how like dangerous it felt driving under like when you're that tired.
Yeah, it can get really dangerous. And also the third time, it was like I said last night. There's a street intersection and whatnot that right where I live, and I entered into the left side of the road because I needed to make a left turn in order to get on the street where I live, you know. And there's a cop. Was it a cop? Yeah, no. There's a cop coming down the street, opposite the side that I was at. He was just coming down, and then the street that's intersecting the street that's intersecting across, like perpendicular to the street that the cop is coming down, there's another person on that street at the stop sign, and then that person decides to go ahead, and this person almost crashed into the police officer, and I was there to witness it, and I was just like, oh god, that could have ended badly.
Was that is that what you're saying happened last night?
That had happened last night. That's the third.
Yeah, when you're driving home.
Yeah, that's the third time I witnessed something almost terribly happen.
Okay, and that brings me back to what I was talking about earlier, like asking you guys what you guys did yesterday. Is that like the craziest thing that happened to you yesterday? For you, Danny, with the car, like.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. Apart from getting the message, what Cesar went through.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cesar, you went to a party. Wait, is there anything crazier than the car crash that you went through?
Not really, but I had a weird...
Okay.
You know how, like, sometimes people have, like, a sixth sense for this? Like, everything was going kind of off. Like, everything was kind of weird. Like,
kind of like the your day, or...
Like, yeah, I felt kind of weird at first. Like, I couldn't do, like, the professor was, like, complaining, like, oh, we didn't do the assignment right. And, like, well, bro, I did exactly how you said I should do it. And then, like, you know, like, and there was a kid opening an umbrella inside. Constantly.
Ooh.
And then then there was eating tacos, and, like, I felt sick. I got a headache. I was like, this taco's made me feel sick.
You're getting those Final Destination hints.
And then, I couldn't watch the soccer match because my aunt doesn't have cable. And then the next one, it was like, what was it? Oh, yeah. Then my soccer team lost. Like,
all the bad juju's building up until the event.
Right. Yeah.
You know that that song that plays in the Final Destination movies, like before something bad's about to happen? Yeah, there's like some song that plays. Imagine if you just heard that song just play out of nowhere. I'd freak out.
It's funny because I think my aunt was at the party. Like, we went to her house, and she was, since at the party was like I have a cousin, like another cousin. She and her husband, and we let me and my parents and my cousin and her husband left around the same time, and we were all on the same highway. They were like a bit ahead of us. What's interesting is that her husband was like, he felt like a sixth sense of this. Like, he felt like he should have slowed down and checked behind him for some reason. Because he knew that we were behind him, like, the whole way. Like, even before that, because we were driving, like, the same freeway. And, he said that he felt like he had to, like, look behind him and, like, slow down. Because, I don't know, he felt like something was about to happen. And then, like, my aunt called, my cousin, like, hey, what's happening? Are you guys safe? And like, no, they crashed and stuff like that. So like, if you're like, my aunt and my cousin's husband had like a six, they felt something was off or was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how many things the subconscious mind is kind of thinking about. Like, it's almost like we have two brains. Like, there's a part of your brain that doesn't talk, that does all these like different processing and things, and it does notice things that are kind of off. Like maybe it was that part of the brain for your uncle or aunt?
My aunt called my cousin, her daughter, and
Yeah, so maybe like your aunt, but she was in the car, right? Maybe like subconsciously
no, she was
like looking.
she was at her house. She was at her house, but my
Okay, no,
my
that's even
cousin
stranger
lives,
then.
my cousin lives away, like far
Yeah.
away.
So
like,
so
with
your
her
aunt
husband.
who is like miles away just had this like thought to check up on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And my cousin and her husband were like on the same freeway we were at, and he felt the need to like slow down and check up on us who were behind him,
Okay.
and he helped us out. And like, he was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I saw you guys crash. What you guys doing? What's happening? You guys okay?"
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, like subconsciously, maybe he was kind of like paying attention a little bit of like where you guys were, like looking in the mirror, maybe like in the peripheral vision, and notice like, oh wait a minute, why are they not there? Where'd they go?
I don't know.
But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, like we could bullies right there.
Yeah, and as far as like what happened to me yesterday, I wanted to wake up early to exercise for the first time in like many years. We went to the park and I went to go run. I didn't run for very long, maybe like 5 minutes, and I was already exhausted.
I should have been there and told you, run, Forrest, run.
Yeah, I know. I needed some encouragement. So I went to go take a lunch break, and I brought out my sandwich and everything, and I just felt extremely nauseous. And I was with my mom and my nephew, so that they could like, my nephew is like 5, so he could play at the park while I like exercised. And all of a sudden I was just like, I think I'm going to throw up. So, and then I just like launched into the grass and I just started vomiting just like crazy.
It feels like it was just an off day for all of us in general.
Yeah. Like I haven't vomited in like 7 or 8 years. Like I just don't do that. So that was honestly crazy. But for anybody out there who's like doesn't like get a lot of exercise and suddenly starts to exercise again, watch what you eat before, especially if you're going to do cardio, because I made the mistake of drinking orange juice, which is acidic. Apparently it's not just eating before you run, but also what you eat before you run. I had like a high fiber meal with orange juice, which is like really hard to digest and stays in your stomach longer. It was that in combination with me overexerting myself, and then towards the end I didn't walk to cool off like you're supposed to. I just stopped and sat down. That together with what I ate caused me to just vomit like crazy. But yeah, if you're gonna run, just be careful about what you eat, and also take care of yourself.
Another thing to add on to that as well, hearing that you said that it's been a couple of years since you like last exercised. You pushed yourself to run, and your body wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
So in order to be able to warm up to that, it's recommended that you actually start walking and then slowly increase your speed until you're like, building it up to a run. And if you're thinking about going to the park and going for a run, and it's been a while since you've last exercised, like maybe a couple of years or so, it's recommended that you actually just walk a few laps. Like, don't even bother running, just walk.
Yeah, probably. I've done like other exercises. Like we have a elliptical machine, which is like, it's like easy mode running.
Yeah.
Like it's like doesn't put any stress on your body at all. I've done long sessions on the elliptical machine, and your body just won't get sore from that. It's like, I don't even know how worth it is to like exercise on that, especially considering, because I've been doing that for a while, but going into real running, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, no, it is. Even running on a
Using up
treadmill
more
is
energy.
different than running like out in a park or something.
You're using up more
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, for sure. Like it uses up different muscles, and like even today, like I even with the little amount of running I did, I still feel like super sore. So
You know, it reminds me of those stories. You heard of those stories where, I think, uh, fat people, people who are out of shape, people who are old, like, they suddenly want to do exercise and get fit, healthy, and then they just get like a heart attack. I've heard stories about that.
Yeah, because they
it's very
push themselves a
stressful.
little too hard. They push
Yeah.
themselves way too hard. When in
They're not
fact they're
used to it.
supposed to like slowly build up to like, because the whole point for like someone who's going back into working out is to warm up and eventually build up to like more complicated, more heavy, more like stress-inducing exercises. If you just like start working out after a long period of time, you just start doing like high stress-inducing exercises, then it's gonna take a heavy toll on your body because your body's not used to those movements.
It's like playing hard mode where your body's only built for easy mode.
Yeah, I'm gonna still try to keep it up. I want to do like once a week, go to the park and just run. But like next time, I'm definitely gonna take it a little bit more easy.
Actually,
So
I do have a story to add on to that. The whole,
Yeah.
well, you know, it's different to run on a treadmill than it is to run outside. So, my dad loves to, like, every single Sunday, he loves going outside and running to, like, go for a run. And he has a stepbrother who, okay, well, this took place, like, years ago. Like, I think back when I was in middle school or so. At the time, his stepbrother would come and visit us, and his stepbrother would always brag about like how he can last really long sessions while running on the treadmill. And so my dad was like, okay, well, you know, my dad told his stepbrother that all he would do was just, you know, go for runs outside, like in a park or something, go up to the hills and go for a jog and whatnot. And my dad decided to invite him to go with them on the running session, right? And his stepbrother accepts the invitation, and so one Sunday they both go up to the Lake Del Valle mountains, and my dad's stepbrother was just lagging behind because he was just so tired from like running on the Lake Del Valle mountains on those hills over there. Like he just came back. They both came back to the place where we were living at the time. They both came back to the house, and my dad just walked in like it was nothing, and his stepbrother was just like gasping for air. I was like, oh god, like he looked like he was about to just fall flat on the ground or something.
Yeah, it's crazy how much like the human body can build up stamina over time. Like from where I'm at right now, like it feels like it's impossible to be able to run back to running like multiple miles again. Because I used to, like back in high school, I used to be able to just run for multiple miles, but these days, no way.
Yeah, no, back in middle school, I think also even freshman year high school, I was able to run 6-minute mile times, and now I just can't do that anymore because I haven't really run in a long time now. But yeah,
I don't know. I'll give you guys progress updates as I run more. Maybe one day I can.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do?
What?
You should bring like a little like pole or like a little flag with you whenever you go running, and like mark down like your distance you do every time you do it, and see if you like increase your distance.
Well, I mean, I'm just running in the circles, so I mean, what I can do is like pull up Google Maps, and I think there's like a ruler, and I can actually just like kind of find out what the distance is I'm running. I do a little bit of math there, but I don't think like last time I ran or yesterday, I don't think I ran that much. I ran like twice around the park, so I don't know how much that is.
You lost weight more from throwing up than from running.
Yeah, probably.
Also,
more
how
calories.
big is the park?
It's not that big. It's Bluebell Park. I don't know. It's not that big.
Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, and I know Bluebell Park. I've been there before.
It's a nice little park.
I don't think I've been to that park.
It's just grass and a playground, really.
Wait a s-
That's
I don't know.
that's every
See,
playground technically.
Yeah, I mean, like other playgrounds that actually, like I've been to playgrounds that have like water areas and like other features and stuff like that. But like this one's pretty boring.
One day you should do like laps around a cemetery at night.
Why?
Because why not? That'd be interesting.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so the dead can like encourage me.
Yes. Come on. Run faster. You don't want to be like us.
Oh, I see. Like I'm so scared that I like start actually running faster. Like I'm scared I'm gonna get haunted or something.
Yeah.
Run away
That'd
from
be
the
cool.
ghosts of the past.
Honestly, I don't know why, but like, I kind of want to see haunted. I kind of want to go see haunted places and just explore stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh my gosh, I
Like-
thought of a genius like business plan. Like have like a horror themed running park where like they'll have like monsters dressed up, and this is at night, and they like run at you with like chainsaws and stuff, and you have to like run away from them.
So
You
a
just
typical
described-
haunted house.
Yeah, but
You just-
outside.
you just-
Haunted
Wait,
house,
you
but
just-
outside.
You
Or
literally
a corn
describe
maze.
you literally described the Halloween thing in Universal Studios.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
chase
we'll do
you.
that. Yeah, we'll do that, but have like
Outside,
get like a just rent out a big field and just like chase people.
And
I don't know.
only one of those, and like one of those people who are chasing you actually has a weapon. Actually has a weapon in their hand. Boom.
Yeah.
But you
And the
don't
scary
know.
part is, yeah, you don't know.
You don't know which one has the
No,
weapon.
no. We just don't tell you what happens when you get caught.
Oh god.
They just take you out back.
You know how many lawsuits you're gonna get for that?
No, yeah, we'll make them sign a waiver. You can't sue us no matter what.
God. You know what? I'm down to invest in this. I'm down to like put money
Invest.
into this idea.
It's like you guys want to make a Squid Games.
Ooh. Ooh.
Squid Games horror.
Can we actually kill the people?
Yes. Out of
I mean,
from
as long as we make him
from
sign a waiver,
scare-
then
Yeah, that's okay.
sign it. Yeah.
If it's okay, like just like the paper just says, if you die, it's not our fault.
You die.
Yeah, yeah.
You die,
If you die, you die. It's okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, and speaking about death and dying, there's a lot of death and dying in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which is a video game that's coming out, and I believe is it coming out in October?
It's coming out in October. Yeah, they broke away
Next
from their
month.
normal cycle, which is releasing the game in November and then making a game every single year.
Honestly, probably for the best, because that way they can actually take their time and actually like keep updating their current games.
Yeah.
Especially
So
for Warzone. I think having a game come out every couple years is going to be a lot healthier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Honestly, for like, I with the past 3 games, I'd say so far Infinity Ward has been doing the greatest job so far. Whereas Treyarch with Cold War, that game was just bad, and then Vanguard, well, I mean, honestly, Call of Duty Vanguard was just filler, just so like
Yeah, it was-
Infinity Ward could like finish up their, or rather have more time to finish up Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I
But
feel like
yeah.
Vanguard, I don't like what it did to Warzone, or the first Warzone. Especially with the guns that they added. I think it threw everything off balance. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Doom map comparatively to like Verdansk.
The
Yeah, you
island,
like-
right? The one with the volcano in it.
Yeah,
No,
like the
yeah.
big like island with a bunch of palm trees, and
Yeah,
the planes are cool, I guess, but
it was cool at first, but then over time, like with all the stuff they added in, it just got boring and it wasn't as exciting as it was when it first released.
yeah, I just feel like the Verdansk map is like overall just way more balanced.
Oh, definitely.
But you played the Modern Warfare 2 is going to give us probably a lot of hints into how Warzone 2 is going to play out. So I think it's important to pay attention to like this game.
Yeah.
So what is your experience of Modern Warfare 2? Because you played the beta.
Yeah, I just now played the beta, like maybe I want to say 40 minutes ago or so before recording this podcast. Because here's the thing, I pre-ordered the game. I paid for the Vault Edition version of the game, which is $100. I paid for it.
Okay.
I pre-ordered it.
With?
It comes with like it comes with the the best way I can describe it is a weapon package, and I'll go into more detail that's like what that weapon package is later on in the podcast, because it does tie into something else. It also comes with like some operator skins as well, and then also you do get like a week early campaign access, so you can play the campaign a week before everyone else. So, and honestly, that makes me excited, because I feel like by doing that, Infinity Ward is really like proud in what they did with the campaign. So I'm excited to see what kind of story.
A week before, is other people that didn't pre-order the game going to be able to play the beta, or is it just?
So right now, during this weekend, Friday and Saturday was the beta started this past Friday, and then Friday and Saturday were the 2 days open for the people who pre-ordered it, and today and tomorrow is going to be open for like everyone on PlayStation. And this upcoming weekend, Friday and Saturday, that's going to be open for all platforms, but for the people who pre-ordered it. The people who pre-ordered it are going to be able to play Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday is going to be open for everyone. Okay. It's going to be open for everyone. Doesn't matter if you pre-ordered it or not. And, just like I said, like 40 minutes ago, I was able to play it, hop in, experience it a bit, because I wasn't able to play this past Friday or Saturday because I have a job at Amazon, and it sucks. Like I always say, that job took up most of my time, and I wasn't able to play Friday and Saturday, but today I was able to experience it, and so far I am pleased with it. Okay. I am pleased with it because even before like being able to play the game today, I watched videos from like other people. I watched the live stream from the capture event that Infinity Ward did. I watched people like Jack Frags. What's another person that he plays with? Tim the Tap Man. Oh yeah. Ninja was there as well.
Ninja?
Yeah, Ninja.
The guy who rages because he gets a Fortnite.
Yeah, the Fortnite guy.
He's the Fortnite rager.
So I watched all those videos leading up to today, and so far for what I've seen from the videos, I felt pleased with what I saw, and getting to experience it today, I felt pleased. I think what the Infinity Ward did was great. And so now I'm just gonna go into the details of what it is that I experienced. So overall, booting up the game, you have like, the section where you can choose what game modes you want. They changed the layout on how the whole selection menu thing it is. But other than that, there's really nothing new. The weapon system, however, that changed big time, because for example, it's not just one weapon anymore. It's like a family tree of weapons. So like I said, for example, you have the M4A1, right? And then there's another assault rifle out there called the M16, which belongs in the same family tree as, the M4. Okay. So if you play mostly with the M4, you'll unlock, stuff for like attachments and whatnot. And then here's the cool part. Some attachments can be moved from the M4 to that M16, meaning if you unlock certain attachments for the M4, they're already unlocked for that M16. So
that's interesting.
So that means. Oh, what were we gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say. So there's still gun level ups, right? That's how you
Correct.
get the attachments.
Yeah. But now you don't have to grind as much in order to unlock certain attachments for like certain weapons. So like,
As
for
long
example,
as the guns are like in the same family.
as long as the guns are in the same family tree, yeah. There's also another LMG within like the M4 family tree that if you unlock, say, a foregrip for the M4, you can apply it on that LMG so long as it's like available to apply on the LMG. So that's cool because now you don't have to the time spent grinding for like, you know, in order to be able to level up your weapons and in order to unlock certain attachments. It's not going to take up as much time, you know, to unlock certain attachments for your weapons. There's that, and then there's also the perk selection. So now perks, you can choose up to 4 perks now. That's like the base. So in the 4 perks, you have the first 2 perks, which are your base perks. These perks are going to stay with you at all times in the game, in the match. And then after that, there's a perk you can choose, your third perk, but that perk you have to like get kills, you have to earn points in order to earn. And then the 4th perk, which is like your quote unquote ultimate perk and whatnot, that one you also have to work to get within the game. You have to like earn points, you have to get kills, you have to be able to get those perks. And
interesting.
So yeah, that's interesting.
So you still attach the perks like beforehand to your class loadout, but you just don't get to use them until you like get enough kills.
Yeah, so pretty much, if you don't get enough kills, then you won't be able to like you won't be able to utilize the 3rd perk within that that perk package, the 4 perks that you have, which I like it. Because that's like a way of like balancing things out. So like, because imagine how chaotic it would be if, you know, you had those 4 like the 4 perks available to you at all time within the match.
Yeah,
that would just
like
ruin
the perks
that would just
give a huge advantage.
Yeah, and then other than that, lethal and non-lethal equipment like grenades, flashbangs, and all that. And it's pretty much the same. It stayed the same. Special, there's like the special upgrade, not the special ability that you can use where you could put out like an ammunition box, or you could use the tactical insertion.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
But that hasn't really changed. It's still the same thing. Kill streaks as well. Nothing changed there.
Is there tactical nuke?
There will be. At the moment, there is not. At the moment, there is not.
That was my favorite thing about the old Modern Warfare. It was just like tactical nuke incoming.
Yeah, but apparently, in the old Modern Warfare games, you were able to equip the nuke as a kill streak. I don't think that's gonna be in the. I don't think that's going to be the case in this Modern Warfare. I mean, honestly, I don't think that's going to be the case ever in like any future Call of Duties. I think it's just, you know, the same way previous Call of Duties had done it. You get the 25 kills, and then you get the nuke and whatnot.
So for anybody.
Danny, me as a person who is not exactly too familiar with the Modern Warfare series, because I was more used to playing the Black Ops series, what can I take away from this, like, that I might like for a person who has never played Modern Warfare games in the past?
I do enjoy the, at least with this reboot for the Modern Warfare games, I do enjoy them more so than like the previous other Black Ops games that have come out. Now, how do these add up to, like, how do these rebooted Modern Warfare games compare to the original trilogy? At least in my eyes, I can't really compare them because it's like comparing apples to oranges. Like the previous trilogy had its characteristics, it had its like its shock and awe moments. It's had like, you know, it's things that everyone loved about it, whereas this rebooted Modern Warfare series has its own shock and awe moments. It has its own moments where that people love about it. And at the moment, I could really only speak for Modern Warfare 2019 because I really loved that game. I think it was like the best one out of the 3 previous Call of Duties that we've had. The campaign was amazing. The multiplayer I really enjoyed, though it was campy at first. Like a couple of some moments here and there did get campy. But
yes, people camping or campy as in funny.
No, like people would camp at like a window because like how there's like the mounting system, right? Where like you can mount your weapon on like the windowsill or something. Yeah, that's what people. That's what people would normally do. They still do that within from what I've seen within the Modern Warfare in this beta that's going on. People still do that, but I mean, what do you expect if you were to add the mounting system? And
an interesting thing about the mounting is Vanguard Vanguard made it so that mounting you can like mount and move at the same time.
Oh, they removed that.
Yeah, so that's removed. Honestly, probably for the best.
Honestly, okay. So here's a couple of things too that they changed within like the gameplay style, the way you move within the match and all that. So first and foremost, sliding is still within the game, but you cannot slide cancel.
Honestly, I love that because slide canceling in Warzone, I swear it's cancer. Like it puts like you shouldn't. I don't think your movement should have as much of I don't know what to say, like, or the words for it, but like it shouldn't determine whether you're better than someone. Yeah, it doesn't give you an advantage as much as it does. Like you have people like bunny hopping, like slide canceling, jumping around a corner to like 360 flipping, and then like everyone in the room's dead. Okay, I feel like tactics and gunplay should be more important.
Overall, this within the beta, from what I've seen, it does feel a bit more slower than Modern Warfare 2019. It feels a bit more quote unquote tactical because you do have to, you can't just spam the slide anymore. You can bunny hop. Bunny hopping is a thing. Okay, but you can't slide cancel. In order to be able to move around the map faster. Dolphin diving came back as well.
Oh yeah, I saw that in a video. That was interesting.
And here's the thing too. With the both movements, slide canceling and dolphin diving, you can't shoot while doing that stuff. You have to complete the action and then you can shoot.
Okay, because I saw the Jack Frags video and he was like saying how like it took like after you even sprint, it like takes a little bit before you can even shoot again, which I thought that was interesting.
And also, let's see. They also added this thing where you could you can grab onto ledges. So like let's say you want to climb up over a wall, you now have the option to like just hang there on the ledge. And if you have a pistol, you'll pull it out and you can peek around like up top, like over the ledge or to the side of the ledge. And or if you don't have a pistol, if you don't have a secondary weapon, it's just your fists.
Okay. You can pretend like you're Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Pretty much, yeah. There's also, what else is tactical sprint is still a thing within the game. Okay. Third person is made a thing now. Where you could play in the third person point of view, but with the way they have it set up right now, there's only certain game modes which allow that third person point of view. Yeah, and I mean, it didn't take me to play the game to realize this, but I already knew it was going to be broken because with the third person point of view, like the camera angle, you can see more around you. You can see more space. So what you can do is if you come up to the corner of a wall, and then there's like a corridor, you could like move the camera around, adjust it in a way so you could look down at the corridor without having to move your character.
Yeah,
like, within the corridor.
advantage.
Yeah,
it's also a problem that like
yeah.
Fortnite and PUBG have, because those are like primarily third-person shooters.
Yeah, and also with the whole aiming down the sight while being a third person, if you aim down the sight, it just zooms down to the sight, like if you were normally aiming within first person. So that I thought that was pretty cool. It does take some time getting used to, though.
Okay. The funny thing about the third person, I think they said that like it used to be a bug that happened in like Modern Warfare 2019, and from the bug it had pretty positive reception over like Twitter and stuff, and I think the developers are like, yeah, you know what, let's just let's make it real. Let's make it happen.
I remember hearing about that as well. The Infinity Ward, some people who work at Infinity Ward mentioned that within the live stream, the capture event. So, it's pretty cool that they decided to add something like that into the game. But here's the thing too. I like that they're giving us essentially this freedom in being able to pick and choose like the way we want to play the game. They gave us more options with like how to move within the match. But that makes me a bit worried because I don't want Call of Duty to eventually get to a point where I have to memorize Mortal Kombat style combos in order to be able to play the game. Like the freedom, I welcome it. I like being able to dolphin dive. I like being able to slide cancel. Not slide cancel, just like slide normally. But here's my question to you guys. Do you think there is a point where maybe there's already too many movements added into the too many abilities, too many movements
I see what you're
added into the
saying,
game?
Because I think that's why I didn't like I think it was Black Ops 3? I don't know, 3 or 4? I thought it was too much. Like you can just like jump around, like you can like jetpack and like it was too crazy. Like it became like too it strayed away from like what made Call of Duty great, like even in like the Black Ops series. So like it
like
just
the
made
simplicity.
I like the simplicity. Like back to basics like Black Ops 2.
And I would say like the movement in Modern Warfare is like the building in Fortnite. Like it definitely takes away from the casual experience, because the more movement abilities you add, I have a feeling that people are going to find some combination of movement abilities similar to Modern Warfare 2019 with the slide canceling, where they'll say, okay, well now you got to like dolphin dive, slide cancel, like do some like crazy like jump crouch, and then you can like shoot faster or something. I can imagine them like pulling up something crazy, and I don't want to do that. Like I already had like a hard time memorizing all the Warzone movement mechanics just so that we could actually have a level playing field. And I'm hoping that like when Warzone comes out, the new Warzone 2, I don't want to have to be pressing like all the keys on my keyboard just to like move around the map. I just want to move, like more tactically, like just crouch, move slowly through bushes, not like do crazy head bobs trying to like dodge potential sniper bullets. But yeah,
I guess that's one thing, because like out of 10, the way I rate the beta so far is like an 8 out of 10, because I mentioned previously, I do like that they gave us a bit more freedom with like how we want to move around within the match and whatnot, but I also dislike that they gave us that option, because now it's like it makes the game a bit more complicated. And when I compare this Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 2019, I liked Modern Warfare 2019's movement system a lot more. I liked the sliding, I liked the mounting. My only gripe about the whole sliding thing is that I wish they had fixed the whole slide canceling thing. The one thing I actually do like the movement, the way you can move within the match in Modern Warfare 2019. I like it. It's a good mix and a good balance in my eyes between simplicity and advanced movement. Whereas Modern Warfare 2 2022 now has like all of this stuff where you could slide, you can dolphin dive, you can mount on ledges, you can like hang on the ledges of walls and whatnot, and
Yeah.
I feel like it just complicates the game a bit more. So
Okay.
really all I was looking for coming into Modern Warfare 2, the 2022, this game, is I was just looking for essentially a copy and paste of just Modern Warfare 2019, but just improve certain things here and there. Yes, add some new things, but not like go too overboard. And
Yeah.
to me, in my opinion, they did go a little overboard with the whole movement and also adding third person. The third person is cool, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was a bit of an unnecessary addition to the game. I feel like that should have been more like kind of like a side mode, sort of like a small side mode, kind of like how Gun Game and Sticks and Stones, like those kinds of games were.
I feel like there's conflicting sources because I see some news articles that are saying that the third person mode is going to be like a separate kind of playlist so that you can kind of choose, like, do you want to play in third person or do you want to play in first person? Because it definitely does bring an unfair advantage if you put in the third persons with the first persons, having them peek around corners.
It is a separate game mode, but I feel like I guess to rephrase my statement, I feel like the Infinity Ward might be paying a little too much attention to this third person game, to the third person playlist. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is the third person playlists are receiving the same amount of attention as the first person, like the normal game modes. I just wish they just kind of.
Oh, I see. You think it's gonna kind of split up the player base?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like it's gonna split up the player base because there are players, recently through this open beta and whatnot, and as well as from the capture event, who really like the third person. Some even went as far as to say that the third person is better than the first person.
Wasn't that the reason that Overwatch is not that good anymore, because the player base like split as well?
Yeah, they have
also, like,
conflicting
even
opinions and whatnot, and
even the same
Overwatch is a dead game now.
Yeah, Overwatch had a lot of problems with it, especially concerning like Blizzard and kind of their treatment of employees, and they put a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and how they kind of lied to their fan base about a lot of the features coming out, and they kept on delaying the game, and now everybody is just kind of forgotten about Overwatch 2.
It was like World of Warcraft, because they added too many like mechanics, like too much stuff, and like it just became something else. And it's with the old like the old player base like left, and then like
with the classic WoW versus like the new they still update WoW too, of course, to this day. I definitely do think that split up the player base, isn't the WoW player base at like a more like a record low from?
Yeah, I think it is, because nobody like nowadays even wants to be like a subscription. Like,
well, I don't think it's that. I think they just want something new.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe that's it. I feel like once you play the same old game, after a while, like you just want something else entirely. Like the WoW Classic will like lose its spark after a while. You know?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty excited for Modern Warfare 2. Honestly, I'm more excited for Warzone 2. Modern Warfare 2 is just... I'm going to get it. I don't think I'm going to pre-order it. I'm just going to buy it on the day it comes out. And if you guys are down, whenever the beta is available to me, because it's open, it's crossplay, right?
Yeah, it's crossplay, but the open beta that's going on right now, it's only for PlayStation users. So you're going to have to wait until...
I'll just get on PlayStation then.
Next week, Sunday. You typically play on PC, right?
I mean, I could do both. Like, just to play with you guys, I could just get it on PlayStation.
So if you want to play it on PC, just to like get a quick taste of what Modern Warfare 2 is going to be like, then you're going to probably have to wait until next week's Sunday in order to be able to play the beta. Because that's when it's gonna be open to like all platforms for those who didn't pre-order the game.
Okay. Wait, did you say that there's no cross-play for the beta?
At the moment, no. It's only
Okay,
PlayStation. It's
I'll
only
just download
PlayStation users right now.
So look forward to that, guys. We're gonna play that together.
I was gonna say, since you guys typically stream like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you could maybe stream it tomorrow or so, and then I'll be able to join you guys.
Streaming like PlayStation is kind of hard
Kinda
because
tricky.
we don't own
Yeah.
capture cards because we're poor.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Right, you guys don't have the like Elgatos or anything like that.
I mean, we could like do a janky stream where we stream directly off the PlayStation, but I mean, it's the quality is completely
Yeah.
different. Like it's
You know
the
what?
PlayStation 4 streaming quality especially is really bad. I haven't tried
Yeah.
PS5 streaming, so I can't really vouch for that, but I imagine
well-
it's pretty not that much different.
Maybe not stream, but I'll be down to play with you guys.
Yeah, we can still play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of wanted
sure.
to move on to talking about the GTA 6 leak that happened recently. I don't know when this leak came out, but basically a hacker that
was-
goes by the name of
I think it was
Teapot
yesterday.
Uber Hacker. Oh, yesterday?
It was yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is recent. So a hacker by the name of Teapot Uber Hacker came out and released, I think, up to 90 different development videos of GTA 6 in early development, mind you. But he released them out on the internet, and this is, people are saying, one of the biggest leaks in gaming history. So I kind of wanted to get your opinions on what you, because I know Cesar, you know about the leak, but Danny, you don't.
I just heard about it today from you guys. I didn't even think there was going to be a GTA 6, considering how long we've been waiting for one.
Yeah, like 2013 or maybe even earlier.
Because GTA 5 has already been on 3 PlayStation consoles. The PlayStation 3,
Yep.
the PlayStation 4, and the PlayStation 5. Whereas, I think it was PlayStation 2 that had 3 different GTAs on it.
Yeah. San Andreas,
So-
Vice City, and Liberty City.
So, I mean, yeah, GTA
And
5
3.
really dragged out. It was cool that they kept adding content, but it just
It's time
dragged out
for
for so
something
long.
new.
And yeah, now it's time
Yeah.
for something
The
new.
graphics are so outdated. They look old. They look
Well,
ancient. It's
I don't think we should pay attention too much to the graphics of that were leaked in the leaks because it's this early
no. I'm
development.
talking about no.
Oh,
I'm talking about
GTA
GTA
5.
5.
Yeah. No, I do agree. That's the reason why they created all these like graphics mod improvements and shaders that you could download on PC to make it look like real life.
But yeah, I didn't even know there were leaks until you guys mentioned it today.
Yeah.
I don't even know what part of the development for GTA
So-
6 was leaked. So
They
the-
leaked. They leaked parts of I think there's supposed to be a single player mode where you play as the first female protagonist in GTA history. But I think they said that it's gonna be a dual protagonist. Like you can play as a guy and then go into the perspective of the woman protagonist, so you can play simultaneous, I guess.
yeah.
And
the-
from what I saw, like it looks very plain. It feels like I'm looking, like for a second there, I had to take a double take because I thought I was looking at GTA 5 footage,
oh.
but it's but it's 6.
well, I mean,
and
did
then
you make
6.
that judgment based off of the graphics and the way the game looked?
Well, I
Everything
will
looks-
say
no,
the
like,
gameplay is
everything-
similar. Yeah,
yeah.
the gameplay is similar.
Everything feels like you're watching GTA 5. Like the way you handle like the gun, the way you walk, the way you move, the way
Yeah.
all the actions look like GTA 5. That's why I thought it looked like a lot like GTA 5.
And I had the same kind of first impression because I saw a streamer. He was watching the leaks live, and I hopped into the stream. This is when I first heard about it, and I was looking at the stream and seeing it. There's like all this weird code on the screen, and they're showing gameplay. I was like, "This is weird. Is this like some weird mod development for like GTA 5 or something?" And yeah, the funny thing is, the hacker that released all of this stuff, he posted this because so this hacker, he posted this all 90 videos and then he went to bed and then he woke up and he said this, okay, so this has gone unexpectedly viral. So how could he think this would go unexpectedly viral? Like this for sure was gonna go viral.
I feel like this was an advertising event or so, like something to advertise that there is
I
a GTA
would
6.
say that normally leaks like this would be advertising, but I don't think it is in this case because the like they're already like DMCAing like every video that has the leaks in it, and the leaks themselves, you can tell that they're development videos. Like they show like code and they're just showing off various bugs, and everything is really rough. Like the graphics, like the player models, super simple. Like just you can't even see their faces on some of the models. What else was there? Hold on, I have the article right here.
But there's like a clip where like you're fighting against like the police, and they said the police look kind of smarter, or like there's like a glitch or a bug in the
But
code. That, like,
here's the
I don't
thing
know, like,
regarding like whether or not it's advertising or not. There's a game that was announced that's going to be coming out soon. Or actually, you know what? I don't even know when it's going to be coming out, so I shouldn't say soon. And the game is called Skate 4. And it's a skateboarding game and whatnot. A lot of people are excited for it. I am as well. But the thing is, the company who is making the game, they have released early alpha footage. And they've already had people go and play the game in its early alpha state. So the only difference between this and the leak between GTA 6 is that one of them was leaked by like a hacker. The other one was released by the company themselves.
Yeah,
so
but
I feel like considering both games are still in their early alpha stage, I do kind of think maybe this is more like an advertising
I would say the
thing.
main reason why it wouldn't be is because the hacker is claiming that he not only has these videos, but he has more things. He says he has the source code, he has a test build, and he said he's threatening to leak these things too, unless Rockstar gives him, like he says he's willing to negotiate a deal.
Yeah, but I mean, who posts this stuff and then later
this hacker
posts
apparently
like...
also is claiming to be like a hacker that hacked into Uber. I don't know if there's any proof of that, but that's what he said. So I don't know why he's claiming that.
Okay,
he's
well,
just saying he's that guy.
The only thing I'm saying that this could probably be like an advertising thing is because who goes out, posts this kind of stuff, and then later on tweets, okay, I didn't think it was gonna be viral.
He's just memeing.
Yeah, I think he's kind of I think he's kind of an idiot, but you also have to think about like the consequences. You also have to think about the consequences of these leaks, because for this, people are saying that it's likely going to delay GTA 6. They don't know by how long, but they're going to have to delay it. The story got leaked. The city got leaked. And they're showing rough gameplay, which is going to look unattractive to potential like customers, because I'm looking at the gameplay and going, this doesn't look good.
But it's like
really
alpha.
early stage.
It's like
I know, but like
really
the customers
early.
aren't.
I mean, I think it's
that.
good. I think it's good to leak, because it's gonna pressure Rockstar to do a better job, because they suck so much.
Yeah,
like when they made the GTA Remastered Collection, the trilogy.
Okay,
it was so bad. It was so bad.
That I will agree was bad.
I'm glad they're calling out Rockstar, because they've been lazy the longest time.
Well, that wasn't Rockstar. That was like some like third party like mobile company that they like that they contracted out to like do that. And then
that's so lazy. Yeah, they contracted out somebody else. They instead of doing it themselves, they should have, like, it was lazy on their part. I don't know, it felt the reputation Rockstar has gotten like over the years, like, oh, one of the best companies, like best in storytelling and that kind of thing, and like it just like it's being destroyed because like GTA 5 is like, it just won't die. Red Dead Redemption Online is dead. The GTA remasters are bad. GTA 6 looks like garbage.
Well, I mean,
there's too much stuff.
You have to technically also blame the people who still play GTA 5, because even though it's not frequently, there's still content being put out for GTA 5, where there's things that you can buy within the game while using real currency, and I'm pretty sure there's still players that do buy that stuff using real money, and so it's those people that are essentially, giving Rockstar the permission, or like allowing them to be doing the stuff that they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of rewarding lazy content.
Exactly, yeah.
I was about to mention that what's funny is that many people are memeing like on social media about the the new protagonist, the girl for the new GTA 6, and then like they're like, oh, this gameplay looks bad, the graphics look bad, like the everything looks so buggy and that kind of thing. And then they said, oh, but I'll forgive them because the the female protagonist is caked up.
Yeah,
And I
true.
and I can agree. I'm like, what the like? It's like a girl, and like she has like a ponytail, and like her like she has like pants, and like people saying, "Dang, those pants are too work for her."
Yeah.
Doesn't
Anyways, you said that the movement appeared to be similar, if not the same, to GTA 5.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
like
GTA 5
it is.
animations, in my opinion, it was already good. Like maybe the models themselves weren't that detailed, but the animations were pretty good. And in here, then maybe there's a slight improvement, but they just look natural. Like you turn around, your character slowly turns around. It's not snappy. GTA 5 wasn't snappy either. Like, but like it's kind of hard to improve upon something that was already good in the first place, you know?
They should add. They should have
Yeah,
the commands that you can use in GTA RP.
I feel like
Oh
that.
yeah.
I
They're
feel like the
hilarious.
whole, like, even if they're using the same movement system in GTA 6 as it was in GTA 5, I feel like that's a good thing, because
Yeah.
all they would need to do is just like improve on the bugs within that movement system that were found within GTA 5, and just improve
What's,
upon that and put it into GTA 6.
what's
I would be
interesting
happy
is
with
that
that.
what's interesting is that I heard that like back when GTA 5 was in its heyday, that the movement that the characters did in the game, like the person you control, was grabbed completely from Max Payne 3. And I think like the aiming shooting was taken from GTA 4, I think. That's what I heard.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Really, the last thing was I don't know if this was already mentioned, but GTA 6 was also confirmed to be in Vice City, so we're going back to Miami, Vice City.
Yes, let's
That's gonna
go.
be fun.
Wasn't there already like a DLC content that came out for GTA 5 that took
Maybe
place within Vice City?
Was there?
maybe maybe so funny
Maybe.
if you can like go to a place that looks like Mar-a-Lago and like get some confidential government documents or like a mission.
What
Yeah.
I would want Rockstar to do is more stuff like you guys remember the Statue of Liberty? If you were to go inside of it, you would see a beating heart.
GTA 4.
Oh,
I want
I
more
saw that on
stuff.
YouTube.
I want more stuff like that, like more Easter eggs like that.
Oh yeah, I love the Easter eggs, like the UFO, like add a UFO in there, like a real one.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's more stuff that I would want.
What's interesting is that the GTA remasters, the trilogy, there's a lot of Easter eggs to like the originals, like original Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, I think. And they remove all the Easter eggs in the remasters. They just have like gibberish scribbles like on walls and posters and billboards. Like everything was like removed for the remasters.
Yeah. No, that's lazy.
Yeah, yeah, no Easter eggs, man.
Yeah, for all those that are playing like GTA 5 still, like the online, they need to stop buying all the stuff that Rockstar
The
putting
shark
in it.
cards.
The shark cards, exactly, because well, it's like you said,
Some
Joey, is like they're rewarding laziness.
Yeah,
Well, they
and
just
that's
need
how
to
it feels
stop.
like a lot of companies, not just Rockstar, but other companies. It just the custom consumers have just been rewarding laziness for far too long, and they've been able to get away with way too much. I feel like somebody needs to put a foot down, and companies need to start like releasing higher quality content because it's now just getting
because
ridiculous.
it's gonna keep happening because games as a service is gonna keep
Yeah, I
happening.
know.
Yeah, especially with like
Like,
battle passes and all that.
well,
People are
yeah.
gonna want to buy that
The
stuff.
same with like it's happening more often. Like a Halo, Halo 5, Destiny 2, GTA 5.
Gotcha
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. At least they try to change it up. I mean, look at Genshin.
Honestly, like at least they have a pity system in gotcha games. That's the only thing they have going for them.
Genshin at least tries to try new like Gotcha games at least try to do new things, whereas GTA is just the same thing all
And
over
then they
again.
have like pay $5 for this skin. Pay $10 for this player model.
There's
I mean,
there's like no creativity.
do gacha games even do anything different than other like? Because it's just the same thing. You have to like
It is.
pull for
Honestly,
different
I would
characters
argue
over and
that
over again.
Gacha games are more exploitative. If you really wanted a
Honestly-
certain character, you'd actually have to like pump in money to guarantee you get that character.
Honestly, if I had to choose between whatever GTA, Destiny, whatever that is, versus a gacha game, I let gacha take my money.
You weeb.
I'd go the other way because in like gacha games, like for example Genshin Impact, where like even if you were to put like a bunch of money into it, you still have to like you might be able to pull for the characters, but you still have to go to dungeons and grind for like certain artifacts and whatnot, and then that's gonna take a lot of time to do, and it's gonna take a lot of money to do it because there's like there's the resin within the game that allows you to like do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like if you wanted it in a reasonable time frame, you would spend money to get more resin so you could grind more. But
Exactly.
Does that? Who does that? I mean, come on.
that's just
I mean,
mobile
it
games.
just
This is
doesn't make
mobile
sense
games.
to me. It's why I would rather watch a show based off of Genshin Impact rather than like play the game itself.
I mean, that's like a mechanic that comes from mobile
Speaking
games.
Speaking of show, there's a little anime coming out called Genshin Impact, made
Yes.
by UFO Table, the one who
Honestly,
made Demon
super
Slayer.
excited. Yeah, they made Demon Slayer and they also did the Fate series.
Oh yeah, that anime I'm gonna watch for like the upteenth time.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you. It's on the wheel. I'm gonna make you guys watch Fate if it's the last thing I do. Gosh darn it.
which
Danny's
one's
gonna
Fate?
hate it.
Fate's the
Danny's
one
gonna
with
hate
the
it.
blonde hair, Saber. If you've
Oh,
ever seen her,
Saber?
she's a
No, I've
popular
been actually
character.
planning on watching that anime for a while.
Yes,
Danny's
Fate
gonna
I've been
Zero.
planning on watching that.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
Danny's
Fate
gonna hate
Zero,
it.
Unlimited Blade Works, and Heaven's Real, which is a movie. And then there's also like
What were we gonna say, Joey?
I was gonna say there's like another Fate series or another. There's a lot of Fate series. There's another one that was created by Studio Dean, and people say like that one was just not animated very well, and probably just avoid it.
There's a couple of things that I've heard about the Fate series. First off, the transformation that Saber does. If you go and watch Sword Art Online Alicization, the transformation that Alice does within the anime is based off of Saber's apparently.
Ah, okay.
And then also another thing that I heard about going into watching the Fate series is that it doesn't really matter what order you watch them in or something.
It does.
Or
does it?
doesn't. There's multiple watch orders, and people will argue which one the best one is. Some people will say start with Fate Zero, and some people will say watch the one created by Studio Dean that wasn't animated very well. I would just say, personally, if you ask me, I would say start with Fate Zero because that's what I started with, and that's like what brought me into Fate because I loved it so much and it's just so good.
Yeah, because I heard this like it's like the whole Fate series is it's split up into like a bunch of arcs, a bunch of different arcs and whatnot, and it kind of just confuses you what to watch next if you were to start somewhere.
And not only that, there's like a couple mainline series, and then there's a bunch of just alternate things that don't even really matter, but you could watch them anyway. It's just like, here's a slice of life version of it. Here's a version of it with like a bunch of lollies in it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't recommend you watch those. I'd recommend watching Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, and then the movie Heaven's Real.
If I like it, I probably will end up watching all the stuff because as a completionist, I'm I say this as like a completionist perspective
I don't know.
because I want to complete everything in it. It's like Bakemonogatari. I don't like the anime,
Bakemonogatari.
but I'm gonna finish Bakemonogatari, but I'm not gonna watch the other seasons because I'm just not into it.
Yeah. But I do want to bring us back to the Genshin anime. So it's being created by UFO Table, and people are saying that this is going to be a match made in heaven, because if you know anything about UFO Table, what they excel at and what they're the best at in the industry is 3D CGI. Like if you take X-Arm, that's on the opposite side of the spectrum, then UFO Table would be on the other side of being the best. And if you see the trailer, you'd see like the background and the environment with all the different trees and stuff as they zoom out and pan the camera around. Like all that is 3D CGI. And then they do this like cool blend of 2D stuff into it as well. So it's like all natural. That's what they do with the Fate series. It's what they do with Demon Slayer. It's like a combination of 3D and 2D that's just done to perfection. That's why people think that because Genshin being primarily 3D, that's why they think it's just going to work really well. They'll be able to really bring that world to life with what UFO Table already knows how to do.
Yeah, like when I saw the trailer for the Genshin anime, it looks. I see a lot of the animation, the way they did it in Dragon Ball Z superhero.
So the characters themselves will. The way that works is they use 3D models to actually animate the characters, and then they layer 2D onto them. So there's still going to be 2D characters in a 3D world. I guess is going to be the feel. Whereas in the Dragon Ball movie was like 3D CG everything, including the characters. That would be the main difference.
Yeah.
Many people want Lumine to be the focus of the anime, but I want Aether because I'm an Aether main.
Isn't the canon story? Isn't it with Aether?
Yeah, it is.
The canon story is with Aether.
Yeah, or at least with the manga, right? I never read the manga.
No, even with the video game.
It's always been like even in like
the game,
even in like promos, everything is always the focus of Aether.
Yeah, they probably make Aether the main.
People are gonna be pissed if the people's like, oh no, we want Illuminate because if it's Aether, then he's gonna be a harem protagonist.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if they release 2 different versions of it with the 2 characters as the separate protagonists. That'd be hilarious.
And in the order you watch it in, it gives you a different ending or something.
No, it's literally just the exact same. It's just different character. It just swaps the twins. That's it.
What's funny is that people want Aether, like some people want Aether because Aether is like he's a go-getter, you know, like he wants to get all the ladies, you know, like catching, like was it Amber, Ayaka, you know, those girls and stuff like that. And like it focuses on Lumine. Some people want them to focus perfectly on Lumine because then they wouldn't be the harem kind of thing, but I'm okay. Let's make it Aether.
Yeah, I actually would rather prefer if they made it canon to where it's Aether, like it's Aether trying to go find his sister and whatnot.
I wouldn't mind,
just
like if they pick one or the other. Personally, I don't mind.
But if they were to go that route where Aether's the focus, I also want there to be like episodes added into where they go into where they dive into the backstory of Lumine, like how she got lost, why she's working with the Abyss, why she's doing what she's doing, and you know, like going into that story as to like why she did that, why she's doing that, and then it just all builds up to like the final battle or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it though. Like it's probably gonna be like way down the line because at the moment, like the Genshin story, they just trickle you like little bits and pieces, like anything.
No, see that's the problem with the Genshin story, for me at least, is with the parts that I have played, you just know that Lumine is working with the Abyss Order, but they don't tell you why. They don't dive into
it's
that
a video
part.
game thing where they kind of have to like trickle it in slowly over time, but that doesn't exactly. I don't know if that translates into. Well, maybe it could into anime format.
What I want the show to do is at least go deeper into that, because you see, here's the thing: as a free to play player, I don't really have the luxury of like going out and grinding every single day to like level up my characters and whatnot, level up my team, because in order to be able to progress the story, you do have to have like a high level characters, or else they're not going to be able to defeat the enemies within your quest and whatnot. Having a show essentially takes the whole grinding, the whole spending, you know, countless hours in the game. It takes that out and you just get the story. That's what I like about it, and that's why I would rather much prefer watching the show rather than playing the game.
It makes sense. I mean, the story, like it's super interesting, and I know that there's some people like you, like where it's just like you don't really want to play the game because there's kind of a lot of like grindy stuff in it, and it can kind of detract from the story if that's what you really want from it. I think the anime, like for you, would work out like pretty well. And honestly, I'm super excited for the anime, and It's making me want to play the game. For me personally, it makes me want to actually play the game as well more. But yeah.
I don't know. I may re-download the game. I may give it a second shot once I get my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I mean, the
may give it
PS5
another
version
shot.
of Genshin, I think, is supposed to be better, graphics wise. I don't know if that's a fact though.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, once I get it, I'll re-download it, give it a shot, give it a whirl. If I
can't
like
wait.
it, I'll continue playing it. If not, then I'll just end up deleting it again.
I can't wait to see Aether become the ultimate protagonist. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
if gosh darn it, if they don't make this a harem anime, I'm gonna. Oh,
I don't want
Yeah.
them to make this a harem anime. I
I
want
just
it
want
to
to.
like.
If it doesn't do harem, at least you know what? Give catching to Aether.
Yeah, I want there to be at
Whoa.
least one girl
What?
that like ends up becoming his love interest or something.
Catching,
and it's kind of interesting with the way that love interests are going to work. I don't think they are going to work because just knowing the fact that the travelers travel from world to world, like they're eventually just going to leave.
Go bring catching. Catching can like
Yeah,
go to
see you later,
Honkai.
Catching. Peace out.
Catching
Going
can.
on to the
Catching
next
can.
world.
Or
Catching
what
can
if they
travel.
do something? What if they do something where like, I guess Aether and Lumine reunite and they decide to go back to their home world and keep traveling and whatnot. And then Aether is like, you know what? I have done enough adventuring and quests
settle
doing.
down.
And like, yeah, he's like, you know what, Lumine, I'm not going to go with you. I want to settle down instead.
Well, knowing
down
how
with-
like
with
attached the
Lisa.
two twins are, I don't think that's going to happen. But that'd be interesting.
Maybe
Yeah,
there's
okay.
gonna be like maybe there'll be like a very unexpected ship.
Maybe. Or they might even
Yeah.
just go like a completely different route. Like maybe not even make it like the same story as Genshin Impact, but like have a twist on it, make it slightly different, like a different alternate. Because if you watch the conceptual or the concept trailer, it's like the trailer that was released isn't gonna be what it's gonna look like because it's just a concept trailer.
Yeah.
But they showed both of them kind of just standing there on the cliff side by side. So maybe they might
yeah.
even just have them both as the main protagonists and just
When I
do
saw
something
that,
different.
it reminds me of a scene from Evangelion. They just stare at you like I don't know. Just reminds me.
Standing on the
gives me a-
cliffside, staring off into the sunset or something.
Sort of like I don't know, like you know that scene from Evangelion where like they're clapping and like, oh, congrats. It reminds me
They
of
were
that.
fapping?
No,
Wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
remember
wait,
that
what?
part. Wait, we were watching the same anime, right?
Yeah,
no, I said that.
definitely,
You know that scene in Evangelion where like Shinji is just standing there and he's like being congratulated by everybody, like, oh, congrats.
Oh yeah,
and
where they're
everybody's
like,
clapping.
congratulations.
It feels like either Illuminati are about to like congratulate you for something.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
You know what? Make it depressing as Evangelion.
yeah, sure. Let's make it super depressing, like a lighthearted mobile game, and then like now it's time to feel depressed. Hate yourself.
I feel like, I mean, should they add certain like depressing moments here and there, moments where like it makes you sad? Yeah, but
If they want a good story, then yeah, they should from like moment to moment.
I don't feel
Yeah.
like, because I feel like nowadays most shows or even animes they want to do something depressing. Like it's like a very common
No, I prefer it.
cliche.
I like it when they I like it when they mix it up where it's not the same all the time. They like, okay, now it's like let's get serious now.
You like it when they make it spicy. Muy caliente.
Yes, I love that. But I just want to say that this Genshin anime, it's supposed they said it was going to be a long-term project. There's no release date on it or anything. I'm just hoping that they can like reuse the same voice acting cast for the anime, and if there's an English dub, if they somehow incorporate the English dub voices into it. Because honestly, since I play the game in English, I kind of want to watch the anime in English. But that might just be me. I don't know.
They should
funny.
also implement the moaning that Lisa does whenever she's
Yeah,
climbing up the
of
cliffs as well.
Mm-hmm.
All the characters moan. Like even
Yeah.
Mona,
But
Even
Lisa
Amber,
like did it
even
more so.
Catching,
They literally had to
even
nerf
Sheen.
her.
even for moans, how dare they?
Yeah, they did. That was
How
a
dare they?
fact.
I mean, too many nerfs.
But yeah,
Too many
do
nerfs.
you guys have any like last final opinions or thoughts on the Genshin anime before we end this
I remember there was
podcast?
I remember there was some a meme where like it was Mihoyo turning and like looking at UFO team and like, oh, come to me, like we're gonna work together, and like then like MiHoYo's like ignoring their previous animation team, the ones that made the previous animated stuff for Genshin stuff, and I was like, oh, like it looks like MiHoYo is leaving the previous animation team in the dust in favor of UFO Table. Like,
Well, I mean, like UFO Table is going to do like way better anyways. I
but
actually
it's
don't
fu-
mind
it-
them picking UFO Table.
it's just funny because it's just funny. It
Oh
reminds me of, you know
yeah.
that it reminds me of the meme where like the guy with like his girlfriend and like he like turns around and like he turns around to see this girl like behind him. He's like, ooh, I want that girl.
I was
Not the girl I
I was
want right
gonna
now.
like I was gonna say
You
it
know?
reminded me of the one Toy Story meme where it's like I don't want to play
I'm
with you
done.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to play with you anymore. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what it is that they do. I'm excited to see what UFO Table does animation wise because I haven't seen Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer,
okay.
like
I
people,
haven't
like
seen it.
it's like
It's
so.
okay.
UFO Table kind of has this curse where they do like amazing animation. Everything they do looks amazing, but a lot of the stuff that they animate that has kind of like okay story, and people will say that Demon Slayer is one of those that has an okay story, but the animations and fight scenes themselves makes it way worth it to watch. In my opinion,
So it's like the entire budget goes into the animation.
yeah, you could think
essentially.
of it like that. You could because and it's
Okay.
not UFO Table's fault. Because it's like they just get whatever story, right? Like
You're right.
the Fate series was an amazing story, so they were able to make it to like double amazing with the animation.
Okay. Yeah, no, I've been meaning to watch Demon Slayer now for a while, but yeah.
We are going to end here. Everybody, tell us your opinion on what you think of the upcoming video game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I guess Warzone 2, which is supposed to be included with it, I think, at some point.
Yeah, it's actually going to be releasing along with the new game mode DMZ, which is the people who talk about it. Or rather, I should say, Infinity Ward. It's reminiscent to a game called Escape from Tarkov, and that stuff
I played
is
that
actually
before.
that stuff is actually going to be releasing. I think a couple of months after the release of Modern Warfare, after the official release of Modern Warfare 2.
Wait, so they're going to have a Escape from Tarkov clone game mode?
Yeah,
Oh, that's exciting. I
and
actually loved it.
really want to play that because
Yeah, honestly, that might be more fun than Warzone.
Yeah.
It's more high stakes, especially if they make it so you can lose a step when you die.
and I'm
Oh,
excited
yes.
to see.
This video felt kind of weird. It feels like we were channeling our inner IGN Kotaku.
Yeah, there's more video game
You feel like-
focused because there's a lot of video game news and stuff.
I felt
There
I
is-
feel like we're becoming like industry insiders. Oh yeah, you got the insights on the GTA.
Yeah, if you think about it, like I'm the video game guy, like I'm the gamer. Caesar's the anime, or no, Caesar. I guess you and Danny are like the anime and movie.
No, I'm just here along for the ride.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
Caesar's the anime movie expert. Joey's the video game expert. I'm just along for the ride here. It's
You're
like
the
I, it's like I
guy.
mentioned. It's like the first.
Actually, I'm the single player video game expert.
Oh yeah, you're the ARPG JRPG guy.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
we're talking about overall, like what's
Yeah.
Overall, I
everyone's
am the gamer.
expertise.
Yeah.
Overall,
I
I am
got-
the gamer.
Okay, I'm coming up with the video game news. Caesar's got you the good juicy anime stuff, and Danny has the interesting.
I'm just here to
experiences
opinion.
because he gets out more. He gets out more.
Then he has the interesting stories.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the personal
Outside world.
experiences. Yeah, I have the personal experiences. That's
Because-
my area of expertise.
Yeah, because I'm indoors all the time. I think Caesar's indoors all the time. Danny gets out and he
I
lives
actually
life to
touch
the
grass.
fullest.
What?
Yeah, he touches grass.
I touch grass.
Me and Chewie are both neats.
Yeah.
I not only touch grass, but I've also eaten grass in the past out of curiosity.
Did
No
you like
wonder.
it?
No wonder you're a
This was
herbivore.
as a kid, though. This was as like a little
okay.
kid. Like I think I want to say like four years
How'd it
old or
taste
so.
like?
Yeah, I like grass.
Oh, okay.
Was
It
it
tasted like
was
grass.
it like sour? Or was it taste like
I can't really remember though. I just know that I ate grass.
like cilantro? Like you put
Did
some
you,
hot sauce on it?
Maybe.
Did you feel like a herbivore?
Not really. No, I just did it out of curiosity, and I was like, okay, interesting, and then just went about my way.
Would you eat bugs by accident during that incident?
No,
No?
no. But I was
You could
like
be
very
a-
obsessed with like catching bugs. Because I remember I would always
okay.
carry like a little net, and like I would have like a little a cage where I would put the bug in it. Like I would go around try
You
to
know?
capture butterflies or dragonflies. I'll put them in the
Wow.
little cage, keep it for a while, and then release
So
it.
you're doing a real life Pokemon.
Yeah,
If Danny was in Pokemon, he would be the bug
Yeah, you'd be
catcher
the bug
Danny.
type. Bug
'Cause
type
Bug
gym,
Danny.
gym leader.
Like
I used to have
you would
like
have
a
Butterfree.
like I
Billboard.
used to go around catching bugs with a friend of mine that I had back as a kid. Like we would catch pretty much everything from moths to jumping spiders to lizards to what else is out there? Dragonflies. It doesn't matter what it was. It didn't matter what it was. If it was something we could catch, we'll catch it.
You're
Yeah.
a boy of nature.
Okay,
But,
I don't want
yeah.
to stop you here, but we will have to finish, or maybe even you can tell you all your bug stories in the next podcast.
I mean, there's not too much I remember from like catching
Oh.
bugs and whatnot. I just know that I did it. With,
I do have some
that friend
stories
of mine.
about bugs.
It was
I do have some
just a
stories about
phase.
bugs.
It was just the
I do have some.
phase.
I do have some interesting bug stories that
Okay.
have happened to me by accident.
So everybody look forward to that. We're going to talk about bugs next podcast. So yeah, tell us in the comments what you think about the GTA 6 leaks, whether that detracts you from wanting to buy the game, or whether you don't really care, and whether you're just going to get it anyways.
Tell me if I'm
And-
right. If you want either to be the hero protagonist of Genshin.
Yeah, and if you have a preference, which character and would you prefer to be the next protagonist in the upcoming Genshin anime?
And also, if you have watched the entire Fate series, what watch order would you recommend me to watch it in?
Please don't
Man.
recommend the Studio Dean anime.
If I like it, then I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, I mean,
'Cause
you can try it
I'm-
anyways. I'm
I'm
gonna be
a
honest,
very
I skipped
vanilla
it.
guy.
Yeah,
I'm very
But-
vanilla.
yeah.
Yeah, vanilla.
Um,
Yeah. You watch Pick Metamorphasis. What are you talking?
Okay, but you know that was out of curiosity. Overall, if you look in
Okay.
the
Whoa,
stuff
whoa,
that I
whoa,
watched
whoa.
and all that is pretty vanilla.
Oh. Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, curiosity
So-
killed the cat when I read Metamorphosis.
Yes, and on that note, make sure to follow all of our socials that are down in the description of this video, our Twitter, Instagram, and our TikTok. Danny's going super hard on the TikTok, posting all kinds of interesting TikToks on there.
I haven't
I need
posted
to catch
anything
up
on the
and start-
TikTok for a while.
Yeah, since I'm like the Instagram handler, I need to catch up and actually start posting interesting things on the
Oh, yeah, one last
Instagram.
thing.
There's only one post on the Instagram.
I know.
that
I
was
need to- I
back
need
on
to-
like
I
our
need to
first
actually-
episode.
I know. I just don't know what to
Yeah.
do with it, but I think I'm just gonna do what you're doing with TikTok and just post whatever, like just whatever, you know.
Yeah.
One last thing. What? Were you in a car crash ever?
Were you in a
your
car
stories.
crash?
Did you die in that car crash?
Yeah. Are you still alive? Let us know in the
Are you-
comments down below.
Are you watching this video, like from your bed because you have a broken leg?
Did he
because of
just
a car
wake up from a
crash?
coma? And you're wondering what's going on? What year is it? And who are we?
Are you watching?
yeah.
Are you listening to this podcast while in the toilet?
Follow our Discord. We have a Discord, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And we greatly appreciate it, and we greatly appreciate you. All right, and that's all we
Wait,
have
one
for
last
today.
thing. One
Oh,
last thing. We do Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, yeah,
from
there's a Twitch
7
plug?
to 12. Twitch plug, yes. I
Yeah,
am
Monday, Wednesday,
Bryson.
Friday.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm Bryson on Twitch, and yeah, play
And I'm
variety games.
Joyable. I'm Joyable on Twitch.
We both play variety games, like be it, I guess, anime, multiplayer, story, anything. Really?
Horror, RPG, strategy,
Oh, shut up!
city build.
Stop! I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay. Yeah, so there you go. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today. And catch us in the next podcast. Bye, guys.
Catch you guys later.